Well, it's Friday. Christmas has come and gone. Christmas Day has. But the spirit of Christmas hasn't. Jesus came, and today we celebrate his birth this past, but every day we really celebrate Jesus, don't we? Our lesson today is about sacrificial giving, sacrificial living. Sacrificial means to sacrifice, to give up something. Living, the way we live, we sacrifice something for others. Romans chapter 12, verse 1 says, "Therefore I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God, which is your spiritual worship." He says, "I urge you, brothers." Paul's recognizing that the individual will make the decision. I urge you to do something. It's a choice. It's a decision. Each of us make the decision whether we're going to take the time for someone, whether we're going to give up something, whether we're going to do something for someone. God does not coerce us into doing it. He urges us. He wants us to do it. Why? To help others, but also we get a blessing from that too. So he starts off and he says, "I urge you, brothers." In other words, make a decision in view of God's mercy. Think about what God has done for you. Some people say, well, but I'm at home, I can't get out, I can't do. Yes, but God has given you a mind, hasn't he? You can call and talk to people. You can encourage other people. You have food to eat. We have so many things. Sometimes we focus on what we don't have rather than what we have. In view of God's mercy, God has been so good to us. Can we be good to others? I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices. Offer. Offer means to give up, to relinquish. Offer our bodies as living. In other words, the way we live, we sacrifice. We take time for people. If somebody needs a ride to the store, we do that. If somebody needs us to go do this or make something for them or whatever it is, our body is a sacrifice, not a dead sacrifice, but a live sacrifice, something that is useful, something that is helpful for other people. Holy and pleasing to God. What is pleasing to God? He once said, "When you've done it to the least of these, my brothers, you've done it unto me." One thing that's pleasing to God is when we help other people, when we serve him, and also when we serve other people, when we're unselfish. And then, which is your spiritual worship. Can you think that one of the best ways we can worship God is to do things for other people? And then point them to God. Point them to God, especially this Christmas season when we're so much talk about the birth of Jesus. Point them to Jesus, the Savior. Help them with their physical needs, but then be more concerned about their spiritual nature and lead them to Jesus. There was a man who went to the hospital to visit Maggie, one of the members of his church. She was in the last stages of cancer, and she was pretty much out of it. She was pretty much in a coma, and she couldn't really see or feel anything. He went in, and her daughter was there. And her daughter had the sheets pulled back from her mother, and she had this lotion, and she was rubbing it on her mother's feet and her legs. It was very expensive lotion that the lady's children had gotten for her because they knew that she loved this lotion. And she did. She loved this lotion. It was expensive. And what was she doing? She was using it for her mother. Her mother who probably couldn't feel it. Her mother who probably wouldn't live much longer, if even made it through the day. But she was in love, sacrificing that for her mother. Did she have to do that? No. No, she willingly chose to do that. The pastor looked at her, and she looked at him and kind of sheepishly because she knew that he knew what was going on. And she said, "You know, my mother took care of me my whole life. This is the least I can do for her." God takes care of us Everything we have comes from him. The very breath that we have comes from God. Can we honor him in the way that we live? Can we honor him by spending our efforts, our time, using these bodies to serve other people and then point them to Jesus? Sacrificial living. It's not a very popular idea today. Everybody's me first. What's in it for me? It's not the Christian life. The Christian life is giving up what you have so somebody else can have something. Not a popular thing to do, but I'm going to tell you what, the benefits are out of this world. Have a good evening.